It's coming. Okay, here we go. Będzie ci mówił, żebyś obrócił, ale nie obracaj, dobrze? Myślę, że tak jest lepiej. Witamy wszystkich, cześć. Widać?
Tak, gitara jest.
Dobrze. Cześć, tutaj Gosia. Jesteśmy w Kingston, na Jamajce, daleko od domu. Tym razem nie podróżuję w celach zawodowych, a czysto poznawczych, bo kocham reggae. Jestem tutaj na wyprawie muzycznej z Makedem i z Agą, promotorami muzyki i całą ekipą z Polski, która kocha reggae, tak jak ja, i dancehall, i korzystamy z okazji, że jesteśmy w Kingston, w którym planowany był ostatnio Marsz Kobiet na Kingston jako część takiego międzynarodowego ruchu Womens March, który narodził się w Stanach Zjednoczonych. Jesteśmy dzisiaj z Makedą, jedną z liderek tego ruchu tutaj w Kingston, i chcemy usłyszeć od niej, jak one działają, nad czym pracują, jakie są teraz ich takie pola, nad którymi starają się podjąć, w ramach których starają się podjąć działania na rzecz kobiet. I wiem też, że sama tańczy dancehall, więc jestem ciekawa, jak ona łączy swoje podejście feministyczne, aktywistyczne i ogromną świadomość społeczną z tańcem, który często jest postrzegany jako taki prowokacyjny. Dlatego zapytam ją potem na koniec jeszcze wprost, jak ona widzi kwestię przemocy, gwałtów i właśnie w połączeniu z dancehallem, który jest uważany za bardzo wyzywający i prowokacyjny. Proszę tam ekipa z tyłu, żeby wyłączyła dźwięk. Tam jest cały backstage, którego wy nie widzicie. Jest grupa ludzi, którzy nas tutaj obserwują. Makeda absolutnie nie rozumie nic polskiego, więc przechodzimy już do pytań po angielsku. Ona będzie mówić, ja będę ją tłumaczyć. Makeda, it's amazing to have you here today. Thank you for coming here. In Poland, now it's 4 p.m.
Wow.
4:30 maybe. So it's Saturday afternoon, and we hope many people are watching us back in Poland. It's winter time in Poland too.
Okay.
I mean, it's winter in Jamaica, right?
Right, this is winter for us.
Właśnie, ja nie wiem, czy zauważyliście, ale tutaj też jest zima. But it's not cold at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not
Does
at
it
all.
ever get cold?
When it rains a lot for me in the nights, it's a little cold now. I'm sure you're appreciating the weather here, but not cold as in snow. And I think back in the 80s, once they said we had snow up in the Blue Mountains, which is the highest mountain in Jamaica. Apart from that, we just get hail and rain. So pretty much all year, this is our weather here. The beauty of Jamaica.
Historia mówi, że tylko w latach 80. gdzieś tam zanotowano jakieś opady śniegu, Blue Mountain, do którego my dzisiaj... We are going there today. We're going to
Oh, awesome!
Do którego my dzisiaj jedziemy, ale historia nie zna innych przypadków, więc myślę, że mają to całkiem nieźle, jeśli chodzi o pogodę. So could you please introduce yourself and say what you do in Women's March Jamaica? And yeah, what about marches? Because our association in Poland actually started from marches. Like our history goes back to organizing marches, and then we developed into a proper association. Zapytałam ją, poprosiłam, żeby powiedziała trochę o sobie, o organizacji, dlatego że my, łódzkie dziewuchy, też zaczęłyśmy naszą działalność od marszy właśnie w kwietniu i w październiku 2016 roku.
So, as you know, Women March was launched last year in Jamaica, late last year, and we had opted to be with the International Armed to March in January of this year. Unfortunately, that did not materialize, but right now we're looking at still having a march for maybe International Women's Day, which is on March 8th. So, even though we weren't with the parent organization, it's still a time when we really need it in Jamaica. As you are aware, we were discussing earlier about the many issues that women face here in Jamaica, from domestic violence, and we're not just talking about adult women in Jamaica, we're talking about our teenage girls as well. And a strange thing that happened late last year was that there was an escalation in the amount of women and young girls that were being abused in Jamaica, which is not the norm. It does happen, but not as much or as consistent as it was late last year. And so, of course, this is a cause that we hold very near and dear, a cause that I hold near and dear, because for years I've been volunteering and working with different organizations in Jamaica, such as the Victim Support Unit, where I volunteered for many years. And also, as a survivor, and many of the members of Women's March Kingston, Jamaica are also survivors. We think that it's right at this time to do so. It's part of our envision to try to help the women other women that may not be empowered, other women who may be afraid to come out and stand up for themselves. We have to be the voice for the voiceless at this point in time, and that's what we pretty much want to do.
Thank you. Let me now translate. Yeah?
Okay.
Alright. Makeda mówi tak. Są częścią międzynarodowego ruchu Women's March, ale w tym roku marsz nie odbył się w styczniu ze względów organizacyjnych. Planują przełożyć go albo na Międzynarodowy Dzień Kobiet, czyli na marzec, albo na Dzień Matki. Is the Mother's Day on the 26th of May?
No, in Jamaica it would be the first or second Sunday in May.
Alright.
Right.
So in Poland it's 26th of May.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a different date.
Okay.
Okay. Więc albo to będzie Międzynarodowy Dzień Kobiet, albo Dzień Mamy, który tutaj przypada na początek maja, nie tak jak u nas na 26, prawda? U nas jest zawsze 26 maja. Polska ekipa. Tak.
So we're either going to do it for International Women's Day, which is March 8th, or we're going to do it for Mother's Day.
Which
hopefully, if we can have the
Yeah.
state support on this, if we can have the government support on this, then it's good to go for International Women's Day, which is March 8th, which is only 6 weeks away.
Yeah.
Right.
Więc albo marzec, albo maj. Liczą bardzo na wsparcie rządu. Jak mi powiedziała jeszcze zanim zaczęłyśmy relacje dzisiaj na żywo, wierzą w to, że mogą dostać wsparcie rządowe. Mają pełnomocniczkę do spraw równego traktowania kobiet i mężczyzn, coś co u nas nie istnieje już w Polsce. Więc bardzo na to liczą. I just mentioned the government support that you're counting on. Ona sama, i tak jak wiele kobiet, które są zrzeszone w tym Women's March Kingston albo Women's March Jamaica, right? I should rather say. One same doświadczały przemocy wcześniej. Były osobami doświadczającymi przemocy domowej albo zostały zgwałcone. Zrzeszyły się w organizacji i uważają, że one jako osoby, które mają już taką świadomość, siłę i chęć, mogą wspierać inne kobiety i pomagać im mówić głośno o tym, co się tutaj dzieje. Powiedziała też, że w zeszłym roku odnotowano wyjątkowo dużo przypadków przemocy. Zaraz ją o to dopytam, bo powiedziała tak ogólnie, że właśnie poprzedni rok był wyjątkowy. Jestem ciekawa dlaczego. You just mentioned that last year many cases were reported of violence or sexual abuse. What was or harassment?
Of both, and also there was an high percentage of murder, which is not the norm. We do see that happening in Jamaica to women, but not as much as we saw late last year, be it domestic or be it otherwise. And we're talking about our teenage girls and we're talking about our adults. So we have a lot of domestic abuse and we have a lot of murders that happened late last year where spouses, when a woman decided that I'm getting out of a relationship, then they decide, no, you're not going anywhere because you're my property.
The man says no.
The man says you're not going anywhere. And so what we found happening last year was that a lot of our women were murdered as a result of calling it quits in a relationship, and this is not the norm.
Why so? I mean, why last year was so?
Odds are against us. I don't know. I'm unable to explain that at this point in time. But we, as Women March, we're reaching out to the government and we're asking for more laws to be taken. We have a law right now in Parliament. We're trying to get passed for protecting our women, and it's been on the books for quite some time. A lot of our laws also need to be revisited because they're outdated, and the consequences, for example, for someone who's an abuser, it's not that great, and so it will continue because unless the perpetrators know that the government will do something about this, then they'll continue to do it because they know the penalties are minor or they can get off very easily. And so that's one of the things that we're hoping that with Women's March that we can get our voice heard, that we can lobby to the government to protect our women and protect our girls more, and have stronger laws that says if you do this, this is the consequence that you'll be facing. So
Let me just one more question here. Is rape a crime?
it is.
Okay, so it's considered a crime.
Yes, it is.
All right. So you can get arrested. You can get to
You can
jail.
get arrested, you can get charged.
All right.
What the problem that we're having is that the cases in Jamaica, there's a backlog of cases in the court system, and a lot of women are feeling like it makes no sense for me to go forward with this. Also, we don't have enough support to say even you're protected if you should want to report a case of rape or a case of domestic abuse, or something else, because at the end of the day, we still have a culture that support that you should not be an informer, meaning that if it has happened to you, you should not go forward and say anything. And the communities themselves, even if they know the perpetrators, they're not going to come forward and say anything because you will be labeled as an informer. And it's been promoted, we spoke about dancehall earlier, it's been promoted in our music for so many years, and our culture saying that informer must die. So if you know that I got raped and you're my neighbor who lives in my community, you're not going to want to say anything, because at the end of the day, if you come forward and you're a witness, then someone might want to do something to you because they don't want you to come out and talk. So it's a bit ironic that in a country as ours that promote love, that promotes harmony and everything else, we're not doing enough to protect our women. And that's why at this point in time, Women's March is needed and it is relevant.
Mam nadzieję, że teraz to ładnie przetłumaczę, bo to było pięknie powiedziane. You said it so beautifully, and I'm just so I don't know, I'm not sure if I manage to translate it properly, but I'll try. Spróbuję to wszystko przetłumaczyć. Mówi tak, mają przede wszystkim zbyt łagodne prawo dla osób, które dokonują przemocy. Szczególnie tutaj mówię o przemocy domowej, przemocy wobec kobiet. Tak, gwałt, przemoc domowa są przestępstwem i można trafić do więzienia oczywiście, natomiast są bardzo silne społeczne przesłanki do tego, żeby nie zgłaszać takich zachowań, szczególnie jeżeli jesteś trzecią osobą, nie ani osobą doświadczającą, ani dokonującą przemocy w związku na przykład, tylko wiesz, że coś się dzieje i doświadcza przemocy twoja sąsiadka, nie zgłaszasz tego, bo napiętnowani są kapusie czy osoby, które po prostu zgłaszają takie sytuacje. To jest traktowane jako prywatna sprawa, lepiej się w to nie wtrącać. Dlatego jest teraz, dziewczyny wyszły z propozycją zmiany prawa, zaostrzenia kar dla przestępców, osób, które gwałcą, dokonują przemocy. Could you say how many women are involved in Women March? Yeah.
Well, we have an executive body right now, which has about 12 persons, and apart from the executive, at the launch we had over 80 women that were registered, but we have the support where we have the churches of Jamaica and other organizations that also support us. The churches, we have women in the churches that support us. We have other persons. We're reaching out now to corporate Jamaica to come on board as well, and we're reaching out to the state, as I mentioned before. I know that our Minister of Culture and Gender Affairs in Jamaica, Honorable Olivia Babsey-Green, she also supports Women March. So what we're trying to do when we're going to have our march, after we march, we want to have an after session. And what we want to do is to invite the government and the different political parties and the different organizations, including the diplomatic corps that are serving in Jamaica, to come on board and to bring greeting and to share with us what it means to them as well and how they'll support the women of Jamaica.
Oh, great. Mają tutaj 12 kobiet w zarządzie. Do you have only women in board?
No, we have a lot of men.
All right.
We do. And at the launch that we had at Pegasus in late last year, we had men who came forward and shared their stories. If you visit the Jamaican Women March, you'll see some of the videos that we posted back then, where the men came forward and they said that even though it was Women March, they were happy to have a forum where they could come and express, because our men are abused as well. What you find is that 10%, and some persons might say that this is a small number, but 1% is one too many, so 10% is still a lot. 10% of the victims in Jamaica, of the sexually abused victims in Jamaica, are actually men. And again, because our culture does not promote for a man to come out and say, I have been abused in one way or another, you're supposed to be macho, you're supposed to be strong. So men don't discuss this and men don't talk about this. And so we have a lot of men who want to actually come out and speak about it, and they see Women March as a platform. And then their fathers, their brothers of victims, so they too support the fight against women, whether it is for gender empowerment, because it might not necessarily be abuse, but you want equal pay. Even though we do have laws that speak to equal pay in Jamaica, this is not square right across the board. They're going to always be paying the men more than they pay the women, because they think, oh, the men are the breadwinners for the family, they lead the household, or maybe they have more than one family, which is another topic in Jamaica.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, but we do have that. That's a reality in our culture where most of the men might have more than one family, and so you would find an employer who wants to pay a man more than he would pay us for being in the same position, for having the same qualification. The men would definitely get more pay than we would.
Alright. Mają w swoim zarządzie i w strukturach oczywiście także mężczyzn. Makeda mówi też o tym, że Women March niby w nazwie ma kobiety, tak jak ludzkie dziewuchy, też mają same dziewuchy, ale skupia i mężczyzn. 10% osób doświadczających tutaj przemocy domowej i na tle seksualnym to są mężczyźni. A ponieważ żyją w kulturze macho, silnych mężczyzn i takiej bardzo, powiedziałabym, tradycyjnej, jeśli chodzi o męskość, to często facetom po prostu brakuje przestrzeni do tego, żeby zgłaszać takie przypadki, w ogóle mówić o tym głośno, bo oni też doświadczają przemocy. Na koniec powiedziała jeszcze, że nie mają tutaj równych płac, mimo że posiadają takie zapisy w swoim prawie. Mężczyźni wciąż zarabiają więcej, zaraz dopytałam, jaki to jest procent, może będzie wiedziała. W każdym razie związane jest to także z tym, że to jest troszkę inny model rodziny. Często mężczyźni mają kilka rodzin. O to też zaraz zapytam. So there are two interesting things that you mentioned. One was the pay gap.
Yes.
Do you know how big it is?
I'm not
More or
sure, but I
less.
could always find that out. I could do my research to find that out. It might not be too much of a gap, but maybe a salary scale, which is still a lot when you consider salary in Jamaica. And what you also find is that we have a higher percentage of single female-headed households in Jamaica. Because the culture may accept that it's okay for you to leave and go to another family as a man. What you find is that we women end up with the children, and we're doing it single-handedly on our own. So that makes it a little bit harder for us to struggle and be single parents, right? So at the end of the day, we need equal pay because we're the one left with the children, while it's easier for a man to get up and go. Not saying that all the men does this in Jamaica, but saying that there is a higher percentage that you'll find that the households are headed by a single female.
I see, thanks. Więc już tutaj wspomniała trochę właśnie o tym modelu rodzin, w ogóle bycia ze sobą. Mówi, że nie ma równych płac, kobiety wciąż zarabiają mniej w tych samych stanowiskach, pracują na tych samych stanowiskach jak mężczyźni, a jednocześnie to one najczęściej są głowami rodziny, dlatego że zostają same z dziećmi. I to jest, powiedzmy, akceptowalne, że mężczyzna pojawia się na jakiś czas, potem ma inną rodzinę. So, I mean, that's my interpretation maybe, that probably men are more allowed to just have one family than just go away and found another one, like have more kids with another woman, right? So then you're left alone with the
children.
So that's what I understood.
Right.
I understood it right.
It's easier for the man to disconnect from his family and go away than it is for a woman.
I see. So, do you have many female friends that live this way, that are like the heads of households?
What I'll tell you, in Jamaica, you'll find that I don't want to use the word class, but maybe quintile. You find that it's more acceptable in some communities than in others. So we have a gallus culture again, meaning that it's a womanizer culture that you hear promoted in the dancehall.
Yeah.
And I keep referring to dancehall because I know that's what you're here visiting Jamaica for. And so again, the music promotes that, meaning you might have heard have enough gal and gal in a bongo, meaning that you have a lot of girlfriends and that is okay. So it's easier for a man to do that. There's double standard in Jamaican society, so it would be okay for us to have more than one guy. That would not be okay.
That would not be okay.
No. And even in Jamaica it's still illegal to be married to more than one person, they still go out and the men will still have more than one woman.
But not your wife. You can't officially get married.
Wife.
But you don't need marriage.
No, not in Jamaica.
No,
culture is not.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So it should not be, but we know it's the norm for men to do that. It's just a double standard that you find in every culture where you go, and it's very strong in Jamaica.
Okej, mówiła o tym podwójnym standardzie. Faktycznie mężczyźni tu mają większą łatwość, żeby być z wieloma kobietami. I'm just trying to translate into Polish, knowing who's watching us and people may
That's
find
okay.
it hard to understand, you
Right,
know.
right.
Also because in Poland, when you say you're a feminist, they associate it with so many stereotypes. Like for me, I have hard time saying yes, I'm feminist, but I love dancehall, and dancehall is I would say very expressive and kind of
Sexy.
very sexy and provocative, or people say it's provoking,
Depending
right?
on what level you want to take it with. I grew up in the theater in Jamaica, and so I saw dancehall as being a part of art. So it's a culture in Jamaica. However, you have other persons that might connotate a lewd part to it, and that's why they might see it as something that's vulgar. But dancehall does not necessarily mean that you have to be a vulgar person. You can maintain a certain posture about your personal life, and then when you are in the theater or you are at a dancehall session, then you can do that, and it's okay. But as we were discussing earlier, it doesn't give you the right that if I'm dressed a certain way, that means that you're invited to come and touch me, or it gives you that welcoming thing to say, I want to be with you. That's not it. Our culture promotes being sexy, or culture, and it doesn't mean that everybody in Jamaica is this way, because we have reggae, and reggae and dancehall there's just a thin line between reggae and dancehall. So reggae might sing about roots and culture and consciousness and promoting women rights and stuff like that.
Empowerment and liberation.
Right.
Yeah.
So we find that even in dancehall, we have artists that sing about empowering women and not necessarily lewd. But unfortunately, one of the things that people associate with dancehall is that it's lewd and it's raw. We do have that. There's no hiding that. But dancehall can be used in as another tool to empowering women. And we have many artists, whether it's female or male, that use dancehall to do so.
Okay. I need to give some more
No
context to that.
problem.
Rozmawiałyśmy teraz o muzyce. Jak myślicie, Jamajka, na pewno przychodzi wam do głowy Bob Marley. I just mentioned Bob. Yeah, Bob Marley and reggae music, so people. Yeah. Na pewno wiecie o tym, że to była nie tylko muzyka, ale też miała też cały ogromny, wielki kontekst społeczny i była nośnikiem idei wyzwolenia, emancypacji, wolności, równości. I to jest reggae, to jest roots reggae, o którym ona mówiła, która mówi właśnie o świadomości, o wartościach w kulturze. Jest też dancehall, który wywodzi się z tego nurtu, który możecie kojarzyć z tańcem, dosyć wyzywającym tańcem, który jest przepiękny moim zdaniem. I zapytałam ją, jak to się ma do ich kultury, też do przemocy, czy jest zaproszeniem. Ona mówi, nie, absolutnie nie. Przede wszystkim jest to sztuka, jeżeli dziewczyny, chłopaki tańczą, to jest to sztuka, jest to jak teatr. Po drugie, sam strój nie jest nigdy zaproszeniem do gwałtu. Tak jak my mówimy, szczególnie powtarza to Agata u nas, gwałci zawsze gwałciciel. Strój, niezależnie od tego jaki by był, nie jest zaproszeniem. Pamiętajcie o tym. I Makeda też o tym tutaj wspomina. I think that we should be finishing soon, because I'm afraid it's 11. Sławek, wiesz, która jest godzina nasza?
Yes.
It is 11.
10 po 11.
Oh, it's past. So I'm afraid we need to finish.
No problem.
Would you say a couple of words for like, Polish feminists or Polish activists? Could you just send them some greetings?
Continue to doing the hard work, continue to empowering women. We have to be our sisters keeper. We have to look out for each other. We have to empower each other, and we'll continue the fight of ensuring that all women feel included, all women are empowered, and just keep at it. Thank you so much for joining us in Kingston, Jamaica, and hope to see you soon. One love.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Thank you for having me.
Amazing. Jak widzicie,